Brandon, 10 points from the last 12 in the league. Things have been going really well over recent weeks. How's it been and what are the keys to keeping that going?
Yeah, it's going really well. I think the team performances have been great. As we can see with the points, the 10 from 12 is really good. We're just looking to sort of kick on and keep it going.
What have been the keys to the run of form in the league, and you guys have been able to translate the levels that you've reached in the 6 European matches into the league games? And a lot of those league games were kind of mixed in on Sundays as well in what was a busy period, but to have won 3 and drawn one of those 4.
Yeah, I think just what you said, like bringing them performances from Europe, because obviously you play in Europe, the tempo has to get up, and I think when you bring that tempo back to the league, not many teams can kind of deal with it when you're playing at that level,
Feels like ages ago, the last time that we played in the league, Thursday of the week before last, a 2-1 win in Dundalk, big 3 points, and to come from behind as well was massive.
Yeah, it was a huge result for us. I think especially, look what you said, it's been a while, it's been 2 weeks, it's a long time. We want to try to keep the momentum going, We're us, it's been a great 2-week break, as in training, getting a lot of training under our belt, and we're ready to go for Friday. Have we determined yet if it was yourself or Mason who scored the late winner? Because I think there might have been a bit of debate internally anyway. Well, Mason said it's his, but I don't mind, I'll take the assist. It's all good. Probably lucky he wasn't offside, you would have killed him. Yeah, true. Tell us a little bit about the last couple of weeks away from the matches, of course, because that Dundalk game, as we mentioned, it'll be over 2 weeks between that and the Waterford match. Obviously, the lads played in the Leinster Senior Cup on Tuesday as well. But you had a couple of days off and some good training, and I believe an in-house 11v11 as well. Yeah, I think that was huge for us, getting the minutes under our belt against each other, and it's just been a tough week training-wise. It has to be, the numbers have to be high. Just we're ready to go for this week. Yeah, competition for places in the squad is really, really high, even in your own position in that number 10, for example, between Ramal, yourself and Cian Leavitt is competition in the wide areas, everywhere really, but for your own spot on the team, it's been a real fight to be in the team and making an impact, and I suppose making sure you're training at a really high level to make sure that the manager can't leave you out. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of great talent in the team, like across the whole squad, For me, it's just about putting good performances in and trying to create or score goals. Every game I'm playing, Yeah, 10 assists were being counted just before we had a chat there in the league, the most in the League of Ireland Premier Division. You've obviously been on target in a number of the games as well. We'll talk about that 100-minute winner against Sligo in a second. But assist-wise, I know it's something you love. The last time we spoke, you were the top assister in the league, and you've been keeping that going. How's it been, and linking up with all of your fellow attackers, I suppose, and the set pieces, of course, as well, which are huge? Yeah, for me, it's just about trying to create goals. Whatever I can do for the squad is. That's what I try to do, so whether it's scoring or creating, I don't mind, just once we're winning games. Yeah, there does seem to be, a real team effort in terms of that we don't really mind who scores, and it's the collective, and we even seen in the game against 𝗲𝗲, wingers, assistant wingers and stuff as well, and that's the way it's been. And I know you guys practice it so much in training, even watching you train this morning, you're practicing the different movements and the different crosses and positions in the box, and with the attacking talent in the squad, I'm sure it's an enjoyable department of the pitch to be in. Yeah, listen, for us, it's just about getting the points. When it comes down to it, if the little set is on in the box and the man beside you can score, you just set it off to him, And listen, we don't talk about numbers or that. It's a great competition to have within the squad, but for us, it's about winning games. You scored what we think is one of the latest, if not the latest, League of Ireland goal, certainly winner ever. I saw a stat on X, Twitter about that 100th minute against Sligo a few weeks ago now in a 3-2 victory. Tell us about it, and I know you spoke to Adam on the pitch kind of shortly after scoring that goal, but I suppose when it was awarded and the delay between it being awarded and it being taken, and literally last ball of the game to win it. Yeah, I didn't know it was the latest goal ever scored, but going back on that, it's been a few weeks now, but I just remember kind of the ball getting played in the box, which was obviously it was a penalty so late, and I just thought, I've already got a goal, see if I can stick this one in, and thankfully I was able to do it. Did you feel, you're aware how late it was in the game, but, given how competitive the league is, the difference from having 1 point in that match to 3, could prove crucial come the end, and when you're lining it up, what are you kind of thinking? I'm not really thinking anything, it's just more, just confidence, just know where I'm going and make sure, I put it there, and, I think the lads were saying I was waiting around 6-7 minutes before I was actually able to take it. There was a bit of a delay. But I don't even remember it. I just remember I couldn't wait to sort of take it. Yeah, because Aidan Keane had scored a penalty in the first half as well against Ed McGinty too, and obviously Ado smashed his. Yours is last ball. So are you thinking, are you going for placement? Are you thinking where the keeper might have went for his one, or? Or just all myself. I think if I put it in the corner, maybe he doesn't get there, you know. So I was just thankfully I was just able to do that.
And Waterford on Friday, we haven't actually beaten them this season. Just looking at the results before we had a chat, 2 away defeats at the RSC and a 1-1 draw the last time at Richmond. You actually scored the equaliser that evening, so they've been tough opposition and they're having a really good season, right in the race towards that 3rd and 4th spot at the minute.
Yeah, they're having a fantastic season. I think they're a really great team, you know. They're doing really well, but for us, just about focusing on what we do, and we bring what we've been doing the last few weeks. I think we'll be okay.
And if the team can, you know, remain consistent with the performances and the points over the next few weeks, you know, with 7 games to go, as I mentioned, just how tight the table is. Every match, as Stephen Kenny said last week, every match seems to have something on it every week, and this one on Friday will be no different.
Yeah, I think it's great that the league is like that. That's so close, so tight. You don't really know who's going to win it. You don't know who's going to get 2nd, 3rd, 4th. You don't know what's happening. So for us, like what I said, it's just knuckling down and just going and meeting every game head on.
And just in terms of Friday and the crowd and stuff, you know, there's some great pictures of you celebrating that last minute winner against Sligo. We saw, you know, I suppose the importance of the supporters across the season really, but with 3 home games to go, including this one on Friday as well, just I suppose the thoughts on a big home crowd again to help you guys, because it does make a huge difference, and how special Richmond can be when it's, you know, you're in behind the houses on Emmett Road and it's packed and there's thousands of Saints cheering you on. Yeah,
it's massive, just especially for the group of players. We know from talking to each other about it, it's huge when we have a huge home crowd, and we can just almost go in. It's like a 12th man. We can just go and win the game from that.
Great stuff, Brand. Thanks a million. Best of luck.
Thanks, Jay.
Gentlemen.